This is more of a farm version of a solar oven. And go on the next step and put on this triangular shape reflector, which the reflective material will be on the back here. And on the sides, right there. So on this one, I only say the farm version because these are reclamation parts from, some of it was bought new, but the wood, mainly the wood, the screws and the glue and the foil. Okay, so a little bit of insulation laying around that went in uh, the barrel. So these kind of things you typically find. You might even be able to find some barn wood, but I bought that. I bought most of the wood. Some of it was laying around, but most of the wood was had to be bought. You know, glass from old screen doors or aquariums, tank, old irrigation pipe laying around. It's not being used. So most of these materials were, the bulk of it wasn't purchased. The core, you know, so I had enough to get so far, and then I had to start spending a little money to get it to this point. This is not perfectly insulated, so we'll see how it does. But the one thing about insulation is a person can always add more. It'd be great when they come out with the glass that you can pull out. You could pull a vacuum. The stronger glass, you can pull a vacuum up. Use thick glass is one way to do it. And then putting ribs in, and the ribs separated with a insulated, like a ceramic or something, or just RTV. So you could pull a vacuum on glass or anything, really. Just want to get a break in the material so you don't have as much heat transfer from one side to the other. So when you're pulling a vacuum, evacuated tubes, they work pretty swell, I would say. But even those can transfer heat from the inside to the outside. So, and that's because they're connected. The inside is connected to the outside, unless they're not. You know, unless they're separated with some sort of ceramic material or RTV or whatever. It's hard to imagine that even our TV lasting very long, but it lasts in engines. So temperature on engines is pretty high. Or say the muffler, where they use the gasket material for mufflers, is probably ideal for separating. So there it is. You think about putting a little widely spaced grate on there so pans could be set in there. A little door right back there. It'd cook on the inside of that, but it's not meant to do that right now. It's just meant to blow air through. So I don't know. How soon I can get to that part, if I do that at all, 'cause it will work as a solar oven, just the way it is. Just this would be the cooking chamber right here, this enclosed area, but it needs a grate just above these black pipes and widely spaced so that so that you don't obstruct the heat from getting to the black pipe. So, and also the grate would be black when they add a little more to it. So, which I should think would work very nicely. I might do that. I cook a lot in here. This is a little bigger than your typical oven, so get like 3 turkeys in here all at once. Big ones. Okay, so I think my idea is that I'll probably have to get a can of paint the bottom of this thing red. Paint the drum with a nice red color. I could have used this for a livestock trough with this, cutting the barrel in half, flipping it, and putting some putting the wood to attach it across, and then of course you put some foil tape right over the middle seam, and then you've got a feed trough for livestock. This thing could produce air for an outdoor sauna. Depending on how long you have this thing insulated, whenever you have sunlight, the temperature outside doesn't affect it. If